What's up, ladies? It's time to talk about this week's episode of Mineta's Hero Academia, because holy hell, man, this week, I don't know about everyone else, but for me, it was like a kid walking into a candy store where everything is free. There was so much greatness to have, like we have Netsu going crazy on their asses, Koda has some basic development as well as an epic victory against President Mike along with Kyoka, but most importantly, Snipe got to feel the sensation of a 15-year-old rack. I don't really know if I meant to feel good about that or not, but it is an anime, so I do. No, but really though, I'm just messing with y'all. The greatness of this episode is obviously Mineta's development, as we got to see us why he wants to be a hero. Most people have a pretty solid goal, like they want to help people, provide for their family, or whatever else there may be, but then we get to Mineta and he's like, I want to be a hero because heroes get the ladies. I mean, how can you not admire that? Granted, it's not really why you should become a hero, but Mineta doesn't give a fuck. I mean, given how direct he is about his perverted nature, it should not come as a surprise that girls was his end goal. We even see this flashback of before he went to UA and he sees this guy being surrounded by girls, so that made him think, you know, okay, if I go to UA, I'll be getting the attention that I've been wishing for, so that's basically why he enrolled at UA in particular, because it was the big shot school for heroes. Now, his fight with Midnight was very interesting to see in the anime, since we got to see those iconic moments, although one of them obviously got censored because television, you know, that is just how it is, but at least we still have the manga for reference if we want to see how it really went down. But at any rate, I really liked seeing Mineta's growth in this fight, because it wasn't really about power or skill. None of these battles are. It's about being smart and doing what a hero should be doing, and even Mineta showcased that he can be a hero even if his mindset of why he wants to be one is a little different from everyone else's. I think most people who were watching this was like, oh, Mineta's gonna get fucking creamed because if Zero can't do it, what's Mineta gonna do, right? But it's time you learn that Mineta is not some small fry hero. This dude is extremely sharp when the need calls for it, as we got to see in this episode in particular. You know, he wants the titties, but he also wants to continue being a hero to the best of his abilities, and he chose to be a hero for a bit longer rather than fondling Midnight's national treasures. Without spoiling, what I can say about Mineta at this point is that this was the first time where we got to see growth from him on this scale, because before this we has never got anything so concrete as to see him put aside his dream of having his own harem in order to win a match against someone. Some of it probably was because of Zero, because although he doesn't literally say it, fact of the matter is that Mineta understood that he's not in this game on his own, so he won for both himself and Zero. Like, I know there are a lot of people hating on Mineta, even though there's literally nothing to hate. He's perverted, yes, but he's just what a teenage boy should be. Tell me one teenage boy in real life that isn't perverted. You should be more offended at the fact that Izuku doesn't give a fuck about tits. But no, Mineta's all in the wrong, right? Okay, I'm going to stop there before I get way too off topic, and instead I'll be talking about something else, because let's face it, this episode was not entirely about Mineta, even if that was the highlight of this episode. One thing in particular worth talking about is of course Ochako and Aoyama, but only because the development with Ochako that we had when Aoyama asked her if she liked Deku. We knew Deku liked Ochako, but there wasn't exactly anything suggesting that she viewed Deku more than just a friend. But in this episode, I think it's safe to assume the shipping reached a new level. I mean, although they both like each other, it's important to understand that they don't know that they like each other. Like, Deku doesn't know that Ochako likes him, and the other way around. So right now, it's going to be very awkward, because we as watchers, we know that they like each other, obviously. I mean, it became abundantly clear in this episode, but they don't know it. So for people who only watch the anime, they're going to just be waiting for that one moment where they click. I mean, manga readers as well, of course, but it's become a lot more of an active topic for anime watchers, since that ship pretty much, as I said, reached a new level where they both actually do like each other as more than just friends. It's just a matter of when will they both realize this and, you know, make babies and whatever the fuck else couples do. Okay, last thing that I'm going to be talking about in this video is probably the comedy that we got in this episode, because I like the episode primarily because it actually got me laughing a couple of times. One thing I was afraid of was that these matches would be very repetitive in the way that each episode wouldn't be much different from the last, but this week provided with something new, like we have Kaminari in Ashido's match where they face Principal Nezu, and he's just going fucking mad behind that crane as he's trashing the place while spilling his tea or coffee or whatever the fuck is in his cup. Like, I honestly had to pause the episode when I saw that, because that was just straight up hilarious to see. I mean, in the manga it's just one frame, so to see it animated, you know, that was fucking gold. I mean, I think this was the first time in the anime that his quirk was explained. I could be wrong. So he's not even remotely human, he's just a rat basically with a quirk that allows him to have a higher IQ than your average human, which effectively makes him human on the inside. Just thought I'd add that in there. The other comedy moment was of course with Toru, or as some know her as, Invisible Girl. You know, once again, she undressed for the greater good, and when she cuffed Snipe, you just see and hear this bounce effect. And at that moment, you know, like, oh shit, Snipe, you just had contact with a teenage girl's... yeah. Let's just leave it at that before this video gets too hot for monetizing. I think I'm going to end it there because, well, I've nothing else to add really, so let me know what you think down below in the comments. And as always, if you did, please like this video if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you're new to my channel. This has been your favorite host, Perm, and I'll see you soon.